I like them. I actually really like them. I'm sure not everybody will like them, and I'm sure a lot of people will think that it's foolish to buy a pair of shoes that looks like they've already been worn, but something about the aesthetic and the silhouette and everything, it just works for me. I think it's cool that they still gave us a premium feeling material, even though they already look a little worn in, because they could have really just gone with something cheaper and something that didn't feel like it was such good quality, and I doubt too many people would have complained just because they already look so beat up. But the quality of these matches my other pair from the protection pack. These just have an extra touch of grime to them. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you. Today I want to get into a pair of kicks that I'm sure there's mixed opinions of. I recently got a pair of the 2002 R from the protection pack. I believe it's called Mirage Gray, but it's like blue and green. Real nice mix of colors. I love it. It's one of my favorite pairs that I've picked up this year. But I also happened to see a pair called Distressed. They said the color was sea salt, but they look like they've been through a war and back. I put an offer out for $140. I've seen them on retailers for 180 bucks. I think that's a little bit steep, but I was comfortable making an offer for 140, and it got accepted on GOAT, so I got them, and I want to get into them with y'all. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and look at these Distressed 2002 Rs. So like 95% of New Balance shoes that I look at, plain gray box, NB on the top. The tag isn't very descriptive. It's a 2002 R. Looks like it says 2002 RDG. This is a size 10, which is the size of choice for me. I go true to size on just about all New Balances. And here they are. The Distressed 2002 R. It's part of the protection pack. It has all of those jagged, kind of exaggerated overlays that just layer on top of each other. And like my other 2002 Rs, the suede on these is a very, very nice material. Feels really soft. I like how monochromatic these things are. I love the shape. I like this midsole. All these lines on here. It definitely looks like a 90s or early 2000 runner, and I really like that. I've been getting down with that here a lot lately. But as you can see, they look like they've been used. They look like they've been worn, and worn hard. And I actually made a little short just yesterday and said that they look like grass cutters straight out of the box, because that's really what they look like to me. They look like they've got this patina all over them from, you know, cutting grass and walking through muck and just not being careful with them at all. I wasn't sure how I would feel about these until I had them in hand. Stick around to the end. I'll throw these on feet and show you what they look like, and that way you all can decide for yourselves if it's something that you're into or not. And the funny thing is, I like them a lot. I really like the way that they look. And it makes me think of a pair of Forum 84s that I looked at that already had like a worn in look. And it makes me think again of when I was a kid and I really wanted a Fender Stratocaster, and then Fender came out with this Relic series from like the custom shop, and they would actually have somebody nick them up and scuff them up and mess up the paint and all that. And the reason why they said they did it was because they were making all these really high-end guitars and then nobody was playing them. They were just sitting them in the case because they were afraid of messing them up. Well, they took the liberty of putting the first dings in them, so that then people would actually take them and perform with them and take them on tour, and they wouldn't be worried about putting a little scratch or imperfection in them because it already had that kind of stuff whenever they got it. And I'm not saying that's the inspiration for this, but that's just whenever I get something brand new that has this worn look, that's always what it takes me back to, is just how when I was a kid, I wanted these guitars so bad, and I couldn't believe that somebody would actually intentionally make them look, you know, like they were used. But now I kind of like that aesthetic. And two, I'm not going to lie, I am going to be way quicker to throw these on feet than I am the Mirage Gray. I'm not going to be saving the Mirage Gray for like a certain event or anything, but when I get a pair of shoes that I like that much, I like to just keep them on ice until, you know, I feel like it's ready to take them off ice. I don't know if that makes sense, but these, I won't hesitate. I'll just throw on feet real quick. And I think getting them at that $140 price point, I think that's decent for these. I love the comfort of 2002 Rs, and I love the style of them. And I actually like this kind of worn, distressed look that they gave on these. Gum outsole, big fan of a gum outsole. You can see that it's got some New Balance branding there underneath the heel. And in the middle, I think it typically says Stability Web, but they made this look distressed, and, you know, it's kind of worn off and replaced with some dirt and whatnot, some grime. I like the way this gum outsole looks with the colors on the shoe. And then you come up, and this midsole, I don't know if it was off-white to start with or if it was just a bright white, but either way, it's hard to see what color it was because they've got this nice dirt look to them. Which, again, I mean, it sounds funny to say this nice dirt look to them, but it's done well. I think that the look of these is a lot more convincing that these are legit old. Like, these actually do look like they've been around for a while. Then coming up to the mudguard, it's where we'll start to see this kind of jagged, exaggerated overlay, and it's a really nice suede material. Looks like it was white in color, but this dirt kind of gives it a gray look, and it's got all these jagged edges. And you can see that there's just extra overlays on top of each other, and they've all kind of got this rough cut to them. But all this suede feels really, really good to the touch. I really like that distressed look. Even the N is made out of that suede. And of course, going with the rest of the shoe, looks like it's already dirty. All those overlays are on top of a canvas. And most of the time, all my other 2002 Rs have a mesh as the base for the upper. But this is all a canvas, and just like the rest of the shoe, it already looks dirty. It was probably a white or a cream color, but it looks more gray now because it's got that dirty finish on it. And then the tongue is more of that canvas material, but at the top, it's got some of that nice suede that looks dirty. And then you can see more of this canvas around the collar of the shoe as well. And there you can also see a little bit of 2002 R branding. Then on the heel, we get this kind of yellowish plastic New Balance branding. And we also have that New Balance branding on the tongue as well. The sock liner almost looks like it's a sail color, like a khaki or a cream color. And then for the insole, it's a cork insole, and it says New Balance running down on it. Just like my other 2002 Rs from the protection pack, it's got exposed foam on the tongue, and I'm a fan of that. And these came with cream colored laces that already have that distressed look to them too. So they didn't give you brand new looking laces. These actually look dirty as well to go with the rest of the shoe. That was just a quick look at the shoe. I'm going to go ahead and throw these on feet and let you see what they look like. All right, so here they are, the distressed New Balance 2002 Rs from the protection pack. And just like my other pairs, going true to size is definitely the way to go. I like them. I actually really like them. I'm sure not everybody will like them, and I'm sure a lot of people will think that it's foolish to buy a pair of shoes that looks like they've already been worn, but something about the aesthetic and the silhouette and everything, it just works for me. All this dirt and everything on all these layers, I feel like it helps to show all the different layers and everything of the shoe, and I just think it kind of gives them like a cozy, comfortable, laid-back look. I wouldn't wear these to like a wedding, or I wouldn't wear these to like a job interview or something, but I think for a casual outfit, I think these are dope, and I love the fit of them. I love the comfort. I'm actually really into these, and I'm glad I picked them up. I think it's cool that they still gave us a premium feeling material, even though they already look a little worn in, because they could have really just gone with something cheaper and something that didn't feel like it was such good quality, and I doubt too many people would have complained just because they already look so beat up. But the quality of these matches my other pair from the protection pack. These just have an extra touch of grime to them. I'm actually a big fan of these, and I'm really happy that I was able to get them for so much below retail price. But I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.